Hey guys, how's it going? It's the animeoveranalyst here, and today I'm going to be reacting to FabvL's song called Alone. It's his own original song. And apparently today is like FabvL Saturday or something, because I actually dropped my reaction to his Toto rap that came out last week. I posted that earlier today, so once you're done with this reaction, you can also check out that reaction, I suppose. I'm going to do a quick shout out to see who else did video and all that fun stuff. Let's see now. Thumbnail design by, looks like JG Design. Art by Michael Rush. Awesome! And then, of course, FabvL did everything else because FabvL is incredibly talented. Very incredibly talented. So let's just jump into this, shall we? Not like the same kind of Patreon look that Divide has. It's real interesting. Ooh. Wait, was that Take Me Somewhere I Wanna Go, just don't take me home? Was he saying don't take me home? Just don't take me home? Wow. Right back where I started, I'm my only friend. Tried my fucking hardest, but they say don't take me home. I've been in my own prison, it feels so alone. This life that I'm missing is eating my soul. Beat me to submission when I'm in my zone. There's no way to listen. I lost my heart, I'm dead inside. Everything to lose, so I can't hide. On my own, no sense of time. I'll be fine, so please just. Wow. You know, I connect to this so much. This was something I was really struggling with in college, but I still struggle with it to this day, honestly. In college, it was really bad because it just felt like I was alone all the time. Like even when I had friends and would try to hang out with friends, it was like I was so busy with like classwork and stuff, and they were always so busy with classwork and stuff. Like we just never got the time to hang out, and I just felt so alone all the time. Now, granted, I also was having a really bad home life, so I didn't want to go home either. And so I was just kind of stuck somewhere where I was just spiraling downward into a depressive cycle where it's just like I have no one to reach out to. I'm alone, and it sucked. It sucked really bad. I had to get hospitalized like 3 times just because of how depressed I was. And then fast forward to now, thankfully I'm a lot better. I have a lot more control over my depression. Um but I still feel alone. I live by myself, and literally all I do is eat, sleep, work, make YouTube videos, and gaming. I don't hang out with people at all. You guys are the people that I hang out with. And you guys are the reason why I mostly don't feel alone now. Is because I can interact with all of you. And especially this nerdcore community. Because you guys have just embraced me so much, and now I'm starting to branch out into the Kingdom Hearts theory community too, which is also amazing. I'm loving that. That's been like one of my dream goals and for making this channel was to, start branching out into that community. So, thank you all so much for trying to make me not feel alone. But I get that sentimentality because FabvL's coming from a place where it seems like all he does is just work, work, work. And that can also feed into that feeling of loneliness when all you do is work and work and work. And you lose time doing that. And that's a crappy feeling too because you're sitting there just like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I feel that right now as well. It's just like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not doing anything besides working, paying bills, and doing this. Like, is there meaning? So,
I am so grateful that FabvL is coming out with this type of song. I really am.
Nothing to lose, so I can't hide. On my own, no sense of time. I'll be fine, so please just tell me something that I wanna know. Cause I feel alone, yeah, I feel alone. Take me somewhere that I wanna go. Just don't take me home, just don't take me out of this high. Stuck in a cycle, trapped in my mind, in my mind. Tell
Yeah.
me something that I wanna know. Cause I feel alone, yeah, I feel alone.
He is so right when it comes to this cycle of just in your mind. Where uh it's literally like even when I was talking about my college experience of feeling alone, that wasn't my first time feeling alone within a group of people. And it went all the way back to high school, middle school, where like I was constantly feeling alone. Like there would be days where I'm like, okay, I'm happy, I'm with friends, and then like I would go weeks and months and just feel alone, feel nothing, and then it will happen again. Like maybe I finally change environments, and then I start making friends, and then I start feeling alone again, and then it just keeps on going, and then when even now, like it's just the same cycle that it's really just perpetuated by on my own mind because feeling alone is kind of a state of mental health. I think I'm trying to see if I can voice that correctly. It's loneliness is something that you bring on to yourself. You feel lonely, um, and it's one of those things where like it's hard to accept and it's hard to deal with, and you know sometimes you just kind of have to deal with it. For me, like at this point, I've just pretty much accepted it. Like where it's like, yeah, I'm alone. What else? What can I do about it? Well, I can start trying to hang out with people. I have massive, really bad social anxiety, so I got to overcome that. Um, and so it's kind of like understanding that sometimes you just got to take baby steps. And so that could just be like going out and like reaching out to a friend or two and just saying, trying to call them up and maybe trying to hang out with them then, or just texting a friend, calling a friend, um, this and that. Now, I've always got a caveat with that too, because my issue has always been like, why don't my friends ever reach out to me? That's literally the start of my downward spiral right there. That is the number one start is okay, I'm constantly reaching out to my friends. Why aren't they reaching out to me? And then that goes down to the rabbit hole of maybe they don't want to hang out with me, or maybe they're too busy, or if they're too busy, then I shouldn't bother them, and then you can kind of see that digression. So it, like I said, this is all that cycle, and everyone's cycle is different, and so I'm liking this, and sometimes it's just so hard to break that cycle. It really is.
Cause I feel alone, yeah, I feel alone. I feel unknown, feel letting people down, I'll never know.
Fear letting people down. Literally, kind of what I just said there of maybe they're too busy, I don't want to bother them. Just that whole deal. And he's coming from a place from a musician where he wants to make the best music because if he doesn't, he feels like he's letting people down. And that's a lot of stress on him too. And so he puts in extra and extra hours of work to make sure that his music is exactly the way he wants it to. And that's super stressful too. That's coming back to like for me taking that, like that's why I'm constantly making these YouTube videos is because, I'm constantly afraid of also letting people down, or I've noticed like whenever I take a break, whenever I take like a week off, my stats plummet so bad. And I'm a small channel, I don't have very many views to begin with, And so my stats will begin to plummet. I don't react to other people. And most importantly, I don't generally make the other miscellaneous videos that I want to make. All the things like the Made in Abyss reviews, the One Piece reviews. I haven't done a Black Clover opening breakdown in like a couple weeks, and I'm so close to finishing that series. I stopped watching Eden Zero and doing those watch throughs because I just felt like they weren't getting enough interest. And that's super hard as just like a content creator. Is like you're always struggling with that. How do I make the best possible piece of work that garners the most interest? And that's super hard, and it's so incredibly stressful and time consuming. And so I connect with that line. I fear about letting other people down. Yeah. Yeah.
Fight for the highs while I live through the lows.
Yeah.
Myself till my brain just erupts. Don't need your help, nothing's never enough. I've been through hell just to stare at my demon. Came back to earth when I should have kept dreaming.
Wow.
Lost my heart, I'm dead inside. Everything to lose, so I can't hide. On my own, no sense of time. I'll be fine, so please just tell me something that I wanna know. Cause I feel alone, yeah, I feel alone. Take me somewhere that I wanna go. Just don't take me home, just don't take me out of this high. Stuck in a cycle, trapped in my mind, in my mind. Tell me something that I wanna know. Cause I feel alone, yeah, I feel alone. Tell me something that I wanna know.
This is just such a great song.
Take me somewhere that I wanna go. Just don't take me home. Just don't take me out of this high. Stuck in a cycle.
And he's just repeating the exact same thing. That's this repetition of the chorus just back over and over and over and over again. That's literally the fear there, where it's just like that whole cycle. He's doing that on purpose, just that constant repetition, because that's literally what feeling alone feels like, where it's just the same thing over and over and over again. You know, there might be some slight variations, like with the ad libs, where it's just like, okay, there's something a little bit different, but the main core of everything is just same thing over and over again. So yeah, it is a thing. Also, shout out to whoever uh made the video with the whole video effects with this artwork. This artwork, A, is so amazing. It's so gorgeous. And I love FabvL's new avatar with where he shedded his armor. He's still a warrior. You know, he's still fighting. Like that's what the sword there pretty much means. He's like he's still a fighter. He's still fighting. But he doesn't need to feel like he needs to wear a big chunk of armor to protect himself anymore. He can be a little bit more vulnerable. And making like a cover song, or not a cover song, an original song like this is allowing him to be a little bit more vulnerable. And so that's my impressions of his new avatar, and I love it so much. It's so good. So just wanted to shout out the video, and once again, the artwork, it was done by Michael Rush. So fantastic job there, Michael. So good. I am curious who did the video. Just because it's a simple video, but I'm loving like the watery effects. It's so cool and so subtle, but it's so nice. So let's finish this off.
Cause I feel alone, yeah, I feel alone.
Yeah. It's such a great song to vibe out to, mostly when I'm gonna be depressed. It's gonna happen. I'm not gonna prevent it. But that's so good. So good. You know, I love this one, and I've loved his other original called Come Around. Now, Come Around took me a couple listens to finally literally come around to it. I guess pun intended. But I love that original song now, and I love this one as well. So fantastic job by FabvL. Already left a like. I'll leave a comment after I finish this recording. But thank you all so much for listening to me ramble forever. I'm the Anime Overanalyst, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.